Jai Hind and welcome to Team MD The Futures, and this detailed video is on Warren Buffett's parting shot. A legend bows out, but not quietly. It was just before 1 p.m. at the CHI Health Center when Warren Buffett leaned into the microphone and casually mentioned he'd been given a 5-minute warning. Now, the remark might have seemed routine to the nearly 40,000 people watching, loyal shareholders, seasoned investors, and even curious newcomers, all gathered for the Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting, affectionately dubbed the Woodstock for capitalists. Now, to them, it signaled the end of another chapter in Buffett's long legacy. But what they didn't know was that those final 5 minutes would become a moment etched in history. Now, Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha, just dropped more than his usual wisdom at this weekend's Berkshire Hathaway's AGM. Now, after decades of defining value investing, Buffett at 94 announced his retirement from the day to day, leaving behind not just a 810 billion US dollars empire, but a set of parting words filled with both insight and warnings. Now, while most came for nostalgia, they left with geopolitical firecrackers. Meanwhile, oil is down, but tensions are up. Brent crude just touched new lows after OPEC Plus confirmed its second straight supply boost. Internally, OPEC is in friction. Some want to cash out, while others want to hold back and keep prices high. And that economic push pull is eerily mirrored in the geopolitical subtext of Buffett's farewell. Buffett and geopolitics is a reluctant dance. Now, Warren Buffett always preferred to sidestep geopolitics. What was his mantra? Buy good business, hold forever. But in today's interconnected world, even Buffett couldn't stay immune. And he proved that through four crucial moves. First, Taiwan. I don't like its location. Buffett shocked markets when he pulled out of TSMC, Taiwan's crown jewel chip maker, just months after investing over 4 billion US dollars. What were his reasons? Geography. Despite its global dominance in high-end semiconductors, Taiwan sits too close to a nuclear-armed China. For someone who typically holds forever, the quick reversal sent a loud strategic signal. Second, China, a mix of Edison and Welch. Buffett's rare enthusiasm for China's BYD, a company he backed in 2008 before it even made an EV, turned into one of his biggest wins. His late partner, Charlie Munger, hailed CEO Wang Shufanu as a genius, but even this success story was trimmed down recently as Buffett began exiting the competitive EV space, pocketing 35x return. Third, Japan. Simple and sensible, while the world missed the plot, Buffett quietly invested billions into Japanese trading giants like Mitsubishi. Why? Long-term vision, solid fundamentals, and a deep cultural alignment with Buffett's own thinking. No drama, just logic. Fourth, Russia. Once you drill, you're not invited back. Buffett recalled his misadventure in Siberia, where local officials welcomed Solomon Brothers to drill for oil, but made it clear they were not welcome to extract or even retrieve their gear. It was a stark lesson in geopolitical risk, one that stuck. Buffett's real alarm, not abroad but at home, for a man who's always said never bet against America. Buffett's closing commentary struck a different tone. He praised the US, but then warned against messing with the very formula that made it powerful: open markets, stable currency, and trusted alliances. He raised red flags on US debt and deficits, expressed concern over currency stability, and called tariffs what they are: an act of war. While he didn't name Trump, his message was loud and clear: alienating allies and playing with protectionism is a dangerous game. From value to values, Buffett leaves behind not just a financial legacy, but a values driven philosophy, long term thinking, trust in fundamentals, and awareness of quick wins. The company today holds more United States Treasury bills than even the Federal Reserve. That's 350 billion US dollars in cash, not because of Buffett doesn't believe in America, but because he wants to be ready for what's next. So his final message was: don't underestimate the quiet power of smart leadership, and don't gamble with what works. I hope you find this video informative. Do let us know what do you think about it, and do subscribe to our channel. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.